Hey, this is Joey with nextuprecords.com coming to you with another tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about how to make a Young Dolph Key Glock Dumb and Dumber type beat. Let's get right into it. Let me play the beat for you real quick just so you see I'm not capping. You know what I mean? No cap over here, bro. It's all beanie.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That's my dad joke for the evening. So let's get right into it. Excuse the sick attitude. I got the suds, so you can catch me later. Let me run through the beat real quick. It's nothing major, something real light actually. But I felt like it sounded like a Dolph type beat, so I made this video, bro. I'm gonna load up Nexus real quick. My computer actually moonwalking right now. You can hear it in the background. It's going crazy. Okay. So I start off with a basic melody. Let me copy this melody, put it in Nexus so you can hear what it actually sounds like. And then mute this. So if I just play this, the regular, that's basically what's happening. It's a couple notes, nothing major, and then I followed up with a high end melody to counter melody, something light again. And then I had a change in the keys on the top when the bottom didn't change, just to make it sound different. You know what I mean? Changing root notes of a melody progression can make the mood change instead of just having the same thing repeat over and over again. It's how music theory works, but even the octave change higher, and then changing the main melody notes can make the vibe different. So let me show you. Let me A/B it real quick with the vibe like this versus the vibe like repetitive. That's what it sounds like regular. Let me just repeat this back over again. So both would have worked in this case. What I could have done was take this out. Taking this, repeated it 2 times, and then taking this last piece and put it in the end. But I decided to do the A/B because I wanted the 8 bars to be different, not the 16 bars. So after that, I went on the high end on top of that, and then at this second, and just another high end on top of that. And then as far as the melody is concerned, it's just 2 cents and Electra X. But the sauce on those is really the Effectrix and the gross beat I put on it, or in this case halftime. So the Effectrix. The plugin I'm running is the backward vocals. This is a really common one. You can find it. TMM88 uses it a lot. I put the fade on 75%. I put the time on 1/4. Usually it's set on 1, and then I let the decay alone. I move this delay over until it hits the 5th bar, and then I didn't touch this one at all. I didn't touch the rest of this at all. And then I also turn the mix down inside FL Studio, not inside the Effectrix, because for some reason it gives a different effect. So I put the mix down. It's around 70%, 75%. And then so you can A/B that as well in the beat as an automation. So let me show you what that sounds like regular. And now with the Effectrix off. So with that, you can go actually, I play the whole beat for you to really hear the difference, which is funny because you think Such a small change wouldn't matter, but let me show you what I mean. So there you go. There's a big difference between the A and the B on that one. And just, you want to give yourself room to make changes in your melody, switch up the vibe. Too many times I see producers or just beat makers, they get a loop or they get a certain element of a song, they just leave it how it is and they don't change anything or they don't add anything. And then the beat sounds stale because it might be a fire melody, but you're repeating it 30 times. You know what I mean? And there's no flavor. It's just, well, there's sauce, but there's no flavor in it. You know what I mean? And manipulating your melodies is one way to change the vibe of a beat. And manipulating it, giving the song more of a body to it and more of a, drive. It's hard to explain, but it just gives it layers, as opposed to just like people think production is simple because the way people approach it is simple. And if you a simple nigga doing simple things, you gonna get simple results. So just remember that, keep that in mind, bro. Just keep on grinding, bro. Just keep on moving, keep on operating different, right? The more different you act from everybody else, the more you'll stand out. So I got deep on you for a second, but just keep that in mind, bro. Okay, second effect is the second part right here. This keys. It's the same keys. Everything the same keys. I just took out the high end on one, took out the low end on the other. So this is the keys for the second part. And you're wondering why it sounds different. It's because I went ahead up here and I put halftime on it, but I didn't put full halftime on it. I put on 80%. So this one I did the mix inside the plugin, so it really sound like this. But I put the halftime on there 80%, so you get a little bit of that, but mostly that low end. Like I said before, my previous video, you want your melody to have body to it still, even there's an 808, because something between the range of the 808 and the melody has to fill up that space, just to set the ambiance, the vibe, right, bro? That's why people use reverb. Reverb fills up that space in between the two sounds, and it blends blends the song together, makes it more cohesive. So I'm not high, I just got the subs, like I said, bro. And then, I always put the reverb on there. It's always on the Sin. Valhalla Vintage, my go-to. This time I use the Cross Stick Room preset. It's on the Sin at the bottom. You can see right here, it's on the Send to each. It's on the Send to each one. I just turned it down a little bit, just something to put the edge on, you know what I mean? And that's basically the beat, bro. Just some simple stuff, man. Don't overthink this. But at the same time, keep it simple, but not too simple, bro. We're not doing no 808 piano hi-hat beats, bro. Just keep it simple, though, but don't overcomplicate it either, So with that being said, this is Joey Next Up Records. If you want any of these midis or something like that, let me know in the comment section down below, or like the video, subscribe. Peace.